Now you can connect your ACT account directly to your Microsoft Outlook account without having to install any integration program. It's never been easier to connect ACT and Outlook. Here's how. First, you're going to log into ACT, and then you're going to click the Tools button in the left navigation. From here, click the Email Calendar Tools button at the top to filter only these tools. Now, let me pause here and just take a quick sidebar. Depending on when you created your ACT account, you're going to see one of two different screens here. Your connection to Outlook will be different based on your ACT start date. So I'm going to show you both screens now, and then I may direct you to watch a different video in order to get the Outlook connection that applies to your account. We hope to consolidate everyone to one connection type in the future, but in the meantime, there will be two separate experiences. So let's start with the view that I'm not going to cover in this video so that I can direct you to a different video that fits your environment. If you go to the Tools menu and you click Email and Calendar Tools at the top, and you see 3 rows of buttons like this, then this video will not apply to you. You need to install the ACT integration tool for Outlook. To find the video that corresponds with this task, in your browser, go to act.com/cloudvideos, and then on the left, click Email Integration, and scroll down until you see the video called Installing Outlook Google Integration. This is the video that will show you how it's done. Now, the other view you might see when you go to the Tools menu and click Email Calendar Tools at the top is this one. If you only see one row of buttons like this, then this is the correct video for you. What I want you to do here is click Sync Contacts, Email, and Calendar. This takes us to step 1 of 6, where you need to choose whether you want to connect to Outlook or a Google account. I'm going to choose Outlook, so I'm going to click Sign In with Microsoft. In step 2 of 6, we need to provide an email address for the account we want to sync with. I'm just going to copy and paste my email address in here and then click Continue. Okay, now we're in step 3 of 6. Let's choose which of the following things we want to sync between Outlook and ACT. Now, these are split into 3 different types: emails, contacts, and calendar. Starting with emails, I'm going to check this box because I want my emails that I send to ACT contacts to be recorded as history records in ACT. This is going to sync all emails that I send to my ACT contacts only. ACT will not record any emails that I send to people that aren't ACT contacts. Beneath this, I can choose to retroactively sync email histories as far back as 12 months. I'm just going to choose 1 month here, and then ACT notifies me when the start date of the sync will take place. This way, I always know how far back it intends to go. Also, I should choose whether I want to record these emails as private records in ACT or not. A private record just means that only I can see these histories. Next, if I check the My Contacts to ACT box, it will sync my Outlook contacts to my ACT database. Now, this is a one-time and a one-way sync only. When I say it's a one-time sync, that just means it's going to sync my current Outlook contacts to ACT right now, and then never again under this current connection. If I ever want to sync contacts from Outlook to ACT again, I can disconnect and then reconnect to Outlook. Also, when I say this is a one-way sync, that just means that contacts are never synced from ACT over to Outlook. It's Outlook to ACT only. So if you don't want to sync any of your Outlook contacts over to ACT, then you should disable this setting. Now, this is not going to synchronize all of your Outlook contacts like previous versions of this connection. Shortly, we'll be able to choose which groups we want to sync over. The final option here is the My Calendar Events with ACT box. If you check this, it will sync calendar items between ACT and Outlook. This is a two-way sync, so it keeps both your ACT and Outlook calendars up to date. Any change to the ACT or Outlook calendar will automatically be modified in the opposite calendar after a minute or 2. So let's click Continue, and we'll go to step 4 out of 6, where we need to proceed by signing in to the Outlook account. So let's click Sign In. This would open a new browser window from Microsoft where you need to enter your password. Now, I have myself automatically signing in, so that's why you didn't see it stay on that screen for very long. Instead, we go to step number 5, where we're going to select the groups from Outlook that we want to sync to ACT. By default, it has all groups selected. But if you have groups set up in Outlook, you can switch to Some and then choose the groups you want to synchronize. In step 6, we can select the email folders from Outlook that we want to sync. If you choose All, it's going to synchronize all of your email folders over to Act. If you choose Some, you'll be able to select which folders you want to synchronize. Now here's an important note. If you're not going to choose All and you still want to synchronize your outgoing emails, you must include the Sent Items folder. If you don't check this box, Act will never record any of your outgoing emails to your Act contacts. Once you choose the folders you want, click Continue, and now we get a summary screen of what's currently connected and syncing between Act and Outlook. It tells me which groups will be synced, if any. It tells me which email folders will be synced, including privacy settings, and it also tells me if I've synced my calendar or not. If you made a mistake and you want to change these settings at any time, you can disconnect your email here and then start over. Otherwise, we're going to click Close. Okay, now I'm going to send an email to one of my Act contacts, and we'll see how this looks. I'll choose the contact, and then at the top of the screen, I'm just going to click Email. This will open up my Outlook client, and it will let me begin to craft an email to this contact. Once I send that email out, if I go to the History tab for this contact, I should see that this email history item has been recorded in Act. I can also create a calendar item. So let's create a call activity record with this contact for next Thursday at 11 a.m. And we'll just call it Catch Up. And then I'm going to click Save. When I create an activity like this, Act will synchronize it over to my Outlook calendar after a few moments. Let's switch over to Outlook and go to the calendar and then switch to next week. And we can see that this calendar activity has been added to Outlook. So even if I make edits to this activity, those edits will be synchronized back to my Act calendar. I can even create events on my Outlook calendar, and those events will be created as an activity in Act. This sync stays connected and sends any changes from one to the other. So after setting up this quick and easy connection between Act and Outlook, we can see up-to-date email and calendar data in both places.